Antje Boyd here, creator of the Magnetize the Man method, and I'm coming to you from super gorgeous Noosa Heads in Queensland, Australia, the Sunshine Coast. And today I just got a really important topic that I want to talk about, which is dream building. Well, look, what I see so many times is when we start building, right, creating what we're actually envisioning, the relationship we want to have, the kind of life we want to have, the lifestyle we want to have, right? What happens so oftentimes is that the brain goes kind of sideways, kind of takes a detour, right? And it really distorts your reality and it takes you off path. And of course, that's a really big challenge for you, because that means you're standing on your own 2 feet, right? You're standing in your own way when it comes to making that vision a reality, right? Because you have to be congruent, you have to be consistent, and you have to be aligned, right? So you can't be congruent if you constantly have the sabotaging part come in that deviates you away from what you really desire to have, in particular when it comes to having the right relationship and having the right man. So I have a couple of tricks for you how to overcome this side deviation, right? And like you're standing on your own in your own way when it comes to really building, believing in the good, and trusting that it's possible for you, right? And trusting that it's gonna work out, and also trusting that there's a disappointment along the way that you have the necessary resources to bounce back from, right? So number one tip to actually stay focused on what you really want, really ask a friend, right? Like tell a friend, I just want to tell you for 5 minutes what I want, right? And I want you to tell me every time when I deviate from that, and if I say, well, but it doesn't work, and you know, it hasn't worked in the past, or you know, maybe I should just go for something mediocre, right? And I want you to interrupt me, and I want you to tell me that, right? And so then I have to do the same thing again. So you have to be able to do a couple of minutes really building your dream. In improv, they call that the and conversation, right? So you never negate what you said before, but you build onto it, right? So tip number two is really like knowing that even if you have a disappointment, means really just, it's just one saying, if you're disappointed, you missed your appointment with God, meaning you got attached to the wrong thing, right? You got attached to the wrong expectation, and it's really just a matter of like understanding that quote unquote rejection is really just redirection, right? And tip number 3 is to say, you know what, while you're doing it, while you're building, you have this man of my dreams, we live in the dream mansion, I have my most amazing job, I have the dream kids, whatever it is, right? That you, every time when you do that, you breathe in and you tell yourself, I'm safe, right? Every time when you say something positive, I'm safe, you're telling your unconscious that you are safe with having that, right? Like, just look around me, I did a lot of work, right? To feel safe, for my unconscious to feel safe with this amazing life that I have created with my amazing husband by my side. So with that, I hope that helped you very much. If you feel like, gosh, this is really complicated, Antje, and I don't even know where to start, then I invite you to come on a Magnetize the Man clarity call with me, where we get crystal clear what is that vulnerability threshold that you pop out of, where it just stops for you, right? Where you just can't build anymore, right? Where you have to go back into the negative, where you have to become pessimistic again, where you have to go back into the past, right? And we're really breaking through that, okay? So for that, hop on over to magnetizetheman.com, magnetizetheman.com, and grab your slot as long as they last. All right, ladies, this is it for today. Much love to you, and don't forget, dreams do come true. Take care. Mwah.